Welcome to the Medical Device Made Easy podcast. Here is Monir El Azzouzi from easymedicaldevice.com. And today it's a special episode today because we are doing some of the sharing on our screen. So for those that are listening, maybe you'll have to look at the videos, but we'll try to really describe exactly what we are doing. Because today we'll talk about automatization of your QA area activities with AI. I know that with a lot of episodes we talked about AI, how it's working, etc. But here in this episode, we wanted really to make you a concrete example of AI tools that are working, and we will share you also other tools than OpenAI or ChatGPT. Share you also how they are working, give you an example specifically for QA array, and yeah, helping you maybe to make this turn in term of being used to or being experienced with AI. So this is mainly the objective of today. So I hope this will open for you a door to AI and to see what are the possibilities for it. And for that, I have with me Hatem Rabeh. So Hatem, welcome to the Medical Device Made Easy podcast.
Thank you, Munir. Thank you. I'm
So
really happy to speak to you again.
Atem, we had already a podcast before, and we discussed during the conference called La Rentrée du DM in Besançon. It was really a great discussion, and we talked mainly about this AI tools and all what you are also trying to do yourself by learning AI, and this is why we decided to make this episode. So I hope it will be really great for people. But maybe for people that don't know you, because you are also on LinkedIn, you make all sorts of posts, etc. So who are you and how they can follow you?
Welcome again, and thank you, Munir, for this opportunity. So, my name is Atem. So, I'm a medical doctor and medical engineer. I have Master of Science in Medical Engineering, and I'm a clinical evaluation expert. I have been more than 8 years helping medical device create their clinical evaluation report, uh, clinical evaluation plan, state-of-the-art report, PMCF, and clinical investigation reports. And also, I've been digging deep in AI, developing tools, and understanding and learning as we are every day learning all information about AI and what we can do with AI, especially in our field and medical device field.
So AI is not something that you learned at school, if I can say. So it's something that you learned by yourself. So it means that everybody can learn about it.
Exactly, yes. The most important thing is to be curious, to look for the information, and there is a lot who are saying that they are AI experts,
Yeah.
but we have just 3 years or 4 years since really started getting results from the AI. First AI it was start developing in '87, so it has been a while, but now everyone can understand, can learn AI, and I really push all people to learn it and get the information because it's a tool. It's a very big, very sharp tool if we know how to use it.
Exactly. And I'm asking always this question when we talk about AI or all those jobs, but with your experience now or with now your testing of AI mainly, do you think that AI as a tool or as itself can make all the QA area job disappear, that tomorrow maybe a manufacturer of medical devices will say, oh, I don't need to hire anymore a quality or regulatory affairs person, or even a consultant. I just go to AI, I ask him the document I want to do, and he will create that to me, and I'm fine. I don't need anybody to do this job anymore. So, do you think this is something that is coming or that is already in place, or?
Yeah, I got this question a lot from a lot of quality and management regulatory affair engineer, and I think at least not now. AI cannot really understand deeply MDR, the ISO, the MDCG guidance, and cannot be really a master to do and to know what to do. But it is now a very good servant if you know how to use it. So my simple answer is no. AI, I think, won't replace our job now, for now, but the people and professionals in medtech who are using AI 100% they will replace the people who are not using AI or they don't like to use AI.
Exactly. So it means that embrace technology, don't reject it, but use
Exactly.
it for you and not don't use it for thinking that this will replace you. But yeah, but I mean, I do you think like in 10 years or 20 years from now we can have another answer?
Yeah, I have been also digging in that question and going in Telegram groups, Discord groups, where really the new geek of AI are talking. And what I understand that now in AI, comparing to other technology and other fields, a month it's almost 1 year in other technology in AI. So it's too difficult to predict 10 years from now. But uh, at least I think in the couple of years it will be difficult to replace 100%. Perhaps like internet did to all other jobs, it will delete some jobs, but it will create also some other jobs. So as I told, you have to be adaptive, and in every field, if you are not adapting to new technology, you will be replaced by people who are learning and using this new technology.
And I think for the episode of today, this is also something that is important because what we will show today is mainly something that can help people to have some new skills, which makes them like in this, I would not say not replaceable, but can be a new asset for companies also.
Exactly, yes. I think now, if you know how to use AI, but really be careful of one important thing, it's hallucination. But if you know exactly what to use and how to use it with the right experience or with the right tools, I think the number of quality and regulatory affair engineer or professional that are using AI, instead of having four people, you will be able to do the same work with just two or even one. It depends on the tools that you are using. But I think so, yeah.
So, okay, let's dig now on the topic here. So we talked about AI, and when we say AI, usually people think about OpenAI with ChatGPT, or maybe some other tools like we hear now more like Claude, Perplexity, etc. So, are we having? I mean, it's like any tools. If you have a screw that is a certain shape, you have to use a specific screwdriver. If you have a hammer, it have a specific nail, etc. So there are many tools. So is it also the same for AI? Should you use different AI for different purpose or different things, or is there one that do everything?
Yeah. There is what we call multimodal large language models. So you can use it for text, you can use it for image generation or video, even video generation, like Claude, Gemini, and the ChatGPT. And there is the specialized one, like just used only for text. And there is what we call fine tuning. So what does mean fine tuning? It's training base model like GPT or like Claude on a specific field, and it will be specialized in that field. So yes, to answer your question, yes, there is some model specified and specific to some fields, and there is some general models like what we use in everyday, like ChatGPT and Gemini, Cloud, and also Olama if you would like to install it locally. So yeah.
So, and do I need to have a specific training for that, or because I know that there are some tools that are really easy to use. You just go, you ask the question, and you have some tools that is maybe some parametering or some installation or some things, or even to know how to use it also, so that you are really making things correctly. So, is there some kind of amateur and professional AI. So is there something like we can divide, like say, this one is more for you as a beginner, this one is more for you as a experimented person?
Uh, I will not say that it really depends on the model, yes, but in the same model, if you know how to use it, you get more results. What I mean, for example, ChatGPT, you can use it in the chat, you talk with them, you just copy paste the information from ChatGPT, or you can use what we call the API, OpenAI API, and there is a playground on the OpenAI platform that you can use, and you can have more parameter to play with the GPT model, which is behind ChatGPT. And also you can use it outside OpenAI platform to get more information and to integrate it to your workflow, for example, like we will see together, and to get a lot of information. So yes, there is what we call beginner user and what more experienced and advanced user. It's like using Google, for example. Google, you can just write the what you are looking for, or there is some scripts you can use inside Google, and some technique to really go to look, for example, inside a website or a type of document to look. So it's in like in every tool, there is the simple use and there is the deep and expert use.
So when we discussed, you told to me, you showed to me a lot of different tools that you are things, and you wanted to share that with us. So can you maybe share mainly the different tools that we can present to the audience today? And the objective, we'll put all those elements in in a show note, so mainly they can go and check for it. But if we can make a sample of what you have selected that you can present and explain to us how it's working, and yeah, then let's see, yeah, where it's going there.
Yeah, because I really happy to share all what I know currently. Because when you love something, and the only thing that can be shared and get high in value, it's knowledge. So the most important thing, knowledge, and I will share you the source, like we say, the most important things for us in our field, and we will start with general use, and then we go specific to clinical, for example, to literature search, and then more specific, for example, and I will give you an example on the FDA and how to get over some limit in the UI of, for example, mode database.
Okay.
So let's go. We will all share the links below this audio, and if you'd like the full image, go and see the video, as Munir said.
Exactly.
So I will share my screen. Okay. Oh, check. Yes. Share.
Okay, so we see that.
Perfect. You see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be looking right and left because I have three screens. So here we will start. We will start with the first one. Everyone, I think, knows the ChatGPT. This one, as I told you, is a multimodal large language model. You can add attachment, we can search, we can generate images, even videos with Sora. So I will not go in detail in this, everyone knows, but one of the most important thing is the prompt that you use. It really, really, really make the difference. And also if you give example, it will help you. I will not go deep in this. We may speak about this in other webinar and conference, Munir, if you would like, or even in live, in LinkedIn Lives. So this one, simple, just prompt and get the information, general information.
Yeah, exactly. And this one, as you said, ChatGPT is something that a lot of people can use for free or pay it with the different models. The idea here is also, as we say, I mean, this is an advice I'm always saying. So all what we are seeing today is mainly examples, but what we are advising is not to share any confidential information to any of those AI tools. Just because we don't know exactly how it will be used on the back.
Yeah, it's very important to not to share confidential, and be careful to review what AI say.
Yeah, exactly. Hallucination, as you said before, yeah, hallucination is one of the things that I'm always careful of, because each time I'm asking something to those AIs, I'm reading what they are providing and I'm not always satisfied. So I have to again reissue a new prompt with more details or more things, or say remove this or remove that, because mainly, as I said, it's an assistant or a baby assistant. So at the end, what you are telling them, they assume a lot of things, and you have also to recalibrate to say no, don't think. I remember one AI, I mean, even ChatGPT, I said to them, don't lie to me at the end. See, if you don't know, say that you don't know, and if you don't know, or if you know, put me references to what you have identified, because many sometimes I find some information. So, oh, how did you know about that? And find Yeah, he couldn't know about that. And when I asked, he said, "Oh, it was just an example, etc." I said, "No, don't give me example. Just give me the right information, etc." So now I used to write this sentence like that, "Don't lie to me, etc., etc." So it's also something.
Even with ChatGPT, there is an advanced feature. You
Yeah,
can give him all the information that you are looking for and how he must answer. So you can write one time and every time, because in every LLM, large language model, there is two prompts. There is what we call the system prompt, and there is the user prompt. For ChatGPT, we cannot control the system prompt. It's the system that it's the prompt that used by GPT, OpenAI, to get the ChatGPT as we know. And there is the user prompt, what we do. So what they did some like parameter that you can enter in ChatGPT, and it will be sent with the user prompt and the system prompt to GPT to get the answers. So if you would like to just wrote this sentence like you said one time, do not lie to me, or other sentence, you can find in parameter and get specific information. You write the one time and it will be always sent with the prompt, so you will reduce the time writing of that.
exactly. Yeah. No, I think it's important to also mention that because I suppose that people have some specific, as you mentioned, rules that they want that GPT
Exactly.
are following. So you can do that then once and not repeat that again.
Yeah. So the next one, it's like we called a wrapper of a lot of uh, a large language model. If you know, this is GPT-5, so ChatGPT based on GPT-5, Cloud Code from Anthropic, there's Gemini from Google, Mistral, Grok from XAI, and Mistral, the French soft. And it also includes Nano Banana, Flax, GPT image. So what is Mammoth? This website called mammoth.ai. It's you will pay just $10 per month, and you will get access to all these large language models. So instead of paying 20 per month for GPT or 20 per month for Claude, and also Gemini 20 per month, and you will not have also access to other large language model using Mammoth AI. You pay just $1 per month, and you will get access. I use it. It's not bad. So it depends on your usage. If you are using a lot of models, it will be also interesting for you. So this is one that I found interesting to share with you, because if I share Gemini or ChatGPT, everyone knows it. This is some also that also give you discounts, and instead of paying at least $60, you can
So,
just on
so
$10.
again, this is a wrapper. So it means that it's one website that you are paying, and then this website gives you access to all those AI tools. But um, I'm a bit confused about that. So usually, as you said, you are paying ChatGPT $10, $20, Claude, etc. separately. What is there a catch here, or is there like a limit in terms of usage, or is there less features than what you will have if you are paying ChatGPT, or no, you get all the features that you
Yeah.
get from ChatGPT, which I say, okay, why ChatGPT is authorizing that then?
Yeah. So what they are doing, as I told you in last I explained, in ChatGPT is using GPT-5. So you will not get the interface of ChatGPT,
Okay.
but the model used behind the Mammoth interface is GPT, or it's Claude, or it's Gemini. So it's not the same exactly like ChatGPT. They have their interface, and then for the information for the large language model, you can check, or you can choose a large language model. They are using API, so it's less expensive for them, but wrapping them using their own interface. So that's why it's less expensive. And I think they started with $10 per month. It's a business, business decision to get more user, and then they may increase the price.
So you think that if I ask the same question to this model, so to Mammoth and then to ChatGPT, I'd get the same answer?
Even if you ask the same question to ChatGPT two times, you will not get the
Yeah,
same
true.
answer
When I
100%.
say the same is like the same content, if I can say, yeah, I know
Yeah,
that
I
this
think
one.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, because if you use ChatGPT, you will use GPT-5, and if you choose GPT-5 using Mammoth and the same prompt, normally you will get the same answer.
Okay, so it's good then. It's a good because I know that a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm using more ChatGPT and I'm paying it, so then I will not use other models." But for me, I'm trying to use different models to just see how it's working. Also, the answer, the accuracy, etc., etc. So yeah, then using that can be really a great
But I told
opportunity.
you, be careful with sharing your information or confidential
Yeah,
information. Especially here, you will have the two. Mammoth will get your information and
and
the
exactly.
GPT. So be careful here. And they may also add some restriction. Uh, it's a scaling company, so you don't have the same uh, sovereignty in terms of data like using only GPT from
Okay.
OpenAI or Claude.
I mean,
So
it can be a good try just to test
yeah,
maybe for 1 or 2 months
10,
and
yeah,
just to verify.
yeah, $10. It's not too much.
Exactly.
You can try. You don't like, you just delete, and you can choose the one that you like.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the next one. So here, ChatGPT and Mammoth AI, including Gemini, Claude, they are general language and for general use and generally. And now we will go focusing step by step to what we are doing in medical device. So here, I think there is a lot of people know what is Notebook LM. So it's from Google.
Well,
Yeah, it's from Google, and the use I use is when I'd like to extract data from documents with reference. So to be sure that the reference or the information extract, I get exactly the place from where it has been extracted. Honestly, it's good, especially another time. Be careful of sharing your documentation, sensible information, because this 100% will be treated by Google, and always Google and the problem with Google to for your privacy. So,
exactly.
but for the results, honestly, I tried it. I always double check, especially in AI. Always human in the loop principle. Always check the information. But instead of uh, spending 10 hours for 100 PDF or document, you may just 1 hour and you go really fast.
Yeah,
So
I use that also. I mean, I use a lot in a Notebook LM, and there is this function also of podcast, which I like.
exactly.
Also, there are, you put all your details there, and then they generate a podcast with two people speaking, and then you can just listen to that like it's a nice story that people are talking about, and they are sharing with you all the information that they are thinking, assuming, etc., etc., which is great. They also, you can create a quiz also for checking that you understand the content. You can create a report, a mind map, etc., a video also. Now I just use that for, I mean, maybe people can go to my YouTube channel. I just use that with my latest video on real world evidence that we have made, and I just feed Notebook LM with my video, and then it generated me a presentation made by somebody else, and the content was really great. I mean, I said, yeah, it's exactly what I was talking about on the video. So instead of people looking at my podcast, they can look directly at the video. It's 6 minutes, and then you can find all the information there. But it's great tool to learn. I like it to learn and to have a complete understanding of everything, so that I have really a great feedback of mainly what is the content of this, instead of, as you mentioned, reading a lot of paper also.
Yeah.
Meet Alex. He needs to create an electronic instruction for use. With EasyEyeView, he uploads the document and in just a second gets a QR code. The code is printed on the packaging and shipped with the product. The user receives it, scan it, and the iView appears fast and always up to date. Simple, fast, paperless. EasyEyeView the smart way to manage your IFUs.
And one of the best also feature that there is in the notebook LLM is the mapping.
Yeah.
So all the information it get in a mind map, and you will click and see how the information are collected together. It's really very nice done, and it's evolving. I think that's why I told you 1 month on in AI technology. It's like at least 1 year in other technologies. It's going very fast. We will see if we will have the general AI or general intelligence. That's time it will be really
Yeah.
interesting to live.
So for Notebook LM again, it's free of charge, and then but there you have a limit of sources that you can put inside, and after a certain number of sources, they say okay, now you have to pay for the upgraded model. I think it's 15 if I remember. I pay 15 euro per month if I remember, but something like that, and then you get
25 for me. 25, I get all the Google
Yeah,
AI.
I know there are multiple. I can't remember. I just put the next plan that authorized me to get more features. But yeah, we'll check. Maybe there is a new plan. What maybe they are providing also. But I really advise that for people that are checking a lot of documents and want to summarize or want to make some clear understanding of what is the content of this.
But always, as we say, be careful of hallucination.
Exactly.
Don't share your sensible and confidential information.
Yeah.
Because even if they say
we should put it as a
a disclaimer,
as a disclaimer at the bottom of the video. Don't share information too.
Yeah, because even if they say we do not
Exactly.
share information,
yeah, we never know what's happening.
You have yeah, you don't know. Okay, so now we started from the general using AI tools, went to some tools that extract data, help you learn, and also understand information. And now we will go deep with some tools that will help you. For example, in our industry, the let's say search, which is used in the SOTA, which is the base of development of any medical device. Always I say, before starting developing a medical device, please do a state-of-the-art search and report. You will get a lot of information, helps you reduce the cost, the time, and understanding more the field that you are working on. So for the state-of-the-art, for example, it's scespace.com. So we will share the link just below the video, as we said. And this one, I use it for when I will start creating a state-of-the-art to understand the field and to really know the most important used articles, what are the whole information before really starting creating the queries and the information. And I used a lot to understand what are the most important articles in that field. For example, here I can share with you a search question here. I prepared here. So the search question is, how is artificial intelligence being applied to automate quality assurance and regulatory affair process in medical device industry? I know this is not a search question for a SOTA, but just to show you that what these tools can do. And here you can see in the video, if you are watching the video, or if you are listening to the audio, we will go just down at the search paper to choose the search paper, and then we click here on the button to start the information. Okay, this is the this is the demo effect. So we will have we have no more credit for that. But if I can share with you, so okay, here check.
Yeah, it's also important to say that sometimes when you are using some of those free of those tools, they are free, but you have some credits. As soon as you have exhausted the credits, then you have to pay for the models. I mean, it's fair because many the people wants you to just test it and verify how it's working, and then to pay for it. Yeah, but I would maybe suggest if they can provide more credits. Just to test a bit more, because sometimes we are just putting a fake sentence just to verify if really we get something at the end. Yeah.
So after that, this tool, normally if we had the credit, it will look and give you the articles that are most cited with the PDF links and everything. So it's a good tool to use. And as you see, you can try it yourself. something. Sometimes we say something that happened for a good reason. So here you cannot see the results, but you can test it for yourself. You just put a research question and you get the information as you are looking for and the articles that you are looking for.
So
So
just in case somebody wants to write like to do a SOTA search, so what kind of prompt they have to write? For example, do you have maybe a quick example to say how they write a prompt in this kind of assistant to make a SOTA search for their medical device or for their clinical evaluation?
yeah, what I learned, Munir, from hundreds of hours using AI systems, tools, even coding with LangChain, more the deep Python libraries, and also deeping down in Discord servers and also Telegrams, that now AI started like a baby, a human baby. So before GPT-3, you have really to be specific with the prompt, what you are looking, explain everything, and then it's growing up. GPT-4, it's like a child of 4 years. It's better, but you still have to explain a lot of things to him. Now GPT-5, I think I'm speaking about the pro version, not the premium with 200 per month. So it's like 15 years old. So you can just tell him something that's incomplete, but you will understand. Here, SE Space are 100% using also API like GPT and other LLMs, because it's also always a wrapper, but with the new features and UI. So to answer your question, here the prompt, I think in 2 months, 3 months with the new AI model, it will be less and less important than really the type and the model that you are using. That's why I always look for options in the tools that I use to play and to change the model, and it's not and I use less and less tools that they will not disclose the models that are using. So to answer your question about the prompt, the most important thing in a prompt is to make the situation, to explain the context for your. So you have to say, I'm creating a state-of-the-art report, for example, for a medical device class, and you say the class, for the indication, and you say the intended use, and I'm, for example, doing a state-of-the-art search to look for example, the indication, and you say state the indication, and use this prompt to ask an AI model to give you the prompt that you have to create, and not try to just create your own prompt, because this will enhance the quality of your prompt, and it will give you the information needed to create the prompt. And you tell him, ask me questions if you have any question about the prompt or the information that you will add to the prompt, and he will ask you the questions, and then you answer the question, and he will write for you the prompt. So always use AI to create more quality prompt. And this is the hack. I really, it looks simple, but when you know it, you see, why I didn't use that before. So always what I use also is to use AI, especially Gemini. It's not bet on creating prompt. It depends on what type of prompt you are creating for generating images or text, and what also the field. This is when the expertise and the tool and the experience also play, to know, to test, always test, control, and optimize. And then you just copy paste the prompt here, and for example, in this tool, and you will get better results.
Yeah, I use that on OpenAI. There is a specific section on OpenAI for doing that for prompt generation. And yes, I give him a text, and then he structures the prompt with this section first with the context, then the description, then the format of the result, then so you make like a different section, and then it's a bigger prompt but more detailed, and copy that and paste that, and then it gives us a better result. But yeah, having I mean, it's AI who generate the AI prompt that we have to use to make it. So it's
but
great.
you're always in the loop, human in the loop principle. You're always verifying, and you do not take the information as as we say, just take the information, copy paste without thinking. You have to think. You have to have a critical thinking mind and correct if there is any information have to be corrected. So back to our examples.
Yeah.
SE space, bad thing happen for good reason. Try it yourself, and you will find the link just below this video and the audio if you are listening to the audio. So let's go to the next, and here we will go more specialized. If I
Yeah, we go more difficulty 5 stars.
No, it's I say 3.5, 4 stars.
Okay.
Because I think 5 stars is really coding.
Okay.
With coding, it's unlimited. It's like a wizard. You can do magic. So here we will use what we called automation platforms. And for the automation platforms, there is 3 known platforms. You may use AI and you may just use automation. And what we will see together, for example, here, we will start with the pain that I have, and I think a lot of quality and regulatory affair engineer had. And I will show you how I use the automation and sometimes AI to get the solution, and also especially spend less time in repetitive work. And as I told you, the most important thing is to control and to know what to do, and to know also what are the results that you are waiting for. So for example, here, I think the majority know what is FDA mode database. So FDA mode database is the US database that have the events from medical device, and you can, every medical device have problems when using it. It will be reported to FDA, and you can get the information here in the FDA mode database. If you would like to get access to the database, it's free use, and it's on accessdata.fda.gov. And you will have the information, especially vigilance quality engineer know it very well. And as you can see, the UI here, it's dated, old UI. It looks like it's never updated since 1990. So here I will go directly to the pain. The problem here in the FDA mode database, I will show you that we cannot extract more than 500 line per query. For example, I have a product code. For example, it's OLO product code for navigation systems. And here, exactly in the just after the model number and after brand name, you can choose the search using product code. And for example, product code, let's choose anyone. I choose OLO, and then you can make the date, for example, 1 year date, since date report received by, and then from, for example, let's take 10/01/2024 and to 9/30/2025. So what does this search mean? I will look for all devices that have events, problems, that have the product code called OLO, and that have been reported from the 1st of October 2024 to 30 September 2025. So we had search, and here you can download the export the Excel file. But the problem, as you can see, and this is very important, and I think some quality engineer and vigilance person don't know it. This one is very important, is that here there is more than 500 records that meet your research criteria returned. So the results are incomplete. So what does this mean? That there is more than 500 line in your Excel file, but FDA kept the possibility to export only 500. So if you have more than 500, what you have to do, you go back, and from looking from the 1st of October 2024 to the 30 September 2025, you have to reduce the time to get less number of records, and you get batch by batch by batch by batch until you get all the looked information to export from FDA.
You do it per quarter, for example, like every 3 months,
exactly.
you do 3 months, 3
Yeah,
months, 3 months, and then you get those batches, hoping that 3 months is also
less than
less than
500,
500. Exactly. Yeah.
which is really a pain, repetitive work without any intelligence in it. And that's why, and hopeful, and really, we are lucky to have what we call OpenFDA. So, OpenFDA, I will share with you. OpenFDA, it's an open database made also by FDA, as you can see on my screen. And every database used in, on FDA, it's open source. So what this mean? That you see here the mode interface. This is just an interface.
Yeah.
But when you click on the query here to search, when you click search, there is a query that will call the OpenFDA and look for the information in OpenFDA. And FDA did very good work to make it open source, so we can call it using APIs.
So you can
And
do it yourself instead of going to the mode database
that,
form that we saw. You can do it parallel by yourself and then
like,
maybe
yeah,
get better result for you.
and you will get better results without hitting that 500 limit. So here, when we will be using some automation tools, like for example N8N, which I use. There is also Zapier. There is also Make, which are paid cloud-based softwares. Why I choose to use N8N? In fact, N8N, it's an open source software, so you can download it. It's simple. Download it,
Yeah.
install it on your PC, and just you have all the information on your local PC. So there is no information connection with the platform of N8N. In fact, they have two plans.
Yeah,
One,
they
if
have
you have
cloud and they have local. Yeah, I know because I
exactly,
use
yes,
the local one also.
yeah,
It's free. The cloud you have to pay, but the local one
okay,
is free.
yeah,
Yeah.
the local one is on your PC, and it has little bit more options than the cloud one, but they are really sufficient, especially when you are using your own uh, hosting.
Exactly.
So for this problem that we have with FDA mode, what we can do, and here when we can use AI, and before using AI, we can use just automation. So I prepared for you this what we call a workflow.
Yeah.
You can see here the workflow. If you are listening to the podcast, you can just go to YouTube and you see the workflow. So what we start to do, the most important thing is this node, and in N8N, there is what we call a workflow. So all this is a workflow, and the workflow is created and composed of some nodes. So this is a node, this is a node, this is a node, this is a node, and this is a node. The first thing to do is just to start with N8N form. So here, when I click on execute workflow, you will see there is the first node will be executed, then the second node, then the third, fourth, and the fifth node. I click execute. Do you see the screen, Munir, or no?
Yeah, I see the screen. Yeah.
You see
No,
the
I
product.
see just the node. So I don't know if there is anything
Okay.
else behind it. I
Okay,
see just
because
the
we are
node.
sharing just the. We are not sharing the desktop. We
Okay.
are sharing. Okay, I will share with you. Stop sharing, and I will share with you what opened. So just the up and here the form. Now you are seeing the form.
Yeah. Product code
So
exactly. Yeah.
yeah, what I created here, it's a form. You have the product code as we said. So you just click allow. You have the date. If we remember together, the date must be in format year, month, and day
Yeah.
as FDA chose. So it's 2024, and then the month
10.
is
No,
10
0.
and
Yeah.
01.
01. Yeah.
This one, it will be 2025, 9
09.
September, and is 30. And here I will submit, and I will share with you what we get up, tick, window, up, and here. Do you see my screen?
Yeah, I see. You see the
Okay.
thing. I will
You
see
see
the thing
this,
moving
this
now. Yeah.
looping, yes.
Yeah.
It starts with the first, and then the next, and now is doing the query because there is a lot of information, much more than 500. It will take us some times, and then I will explain you each node what it do. But you can just under this video or under this podcast, you will get the link and I will share with you this workflow. So no worries. Here you can see we finish it and we have the CSV file. So I will explain this and you see there is up 3,294 items instead of 500.
Yeah.
And this is very important if you are doing vigilance. If you just did the 500 without searching the other information, you will not be able to get the 3,294 item. So as I told you, I will share with you the workflow as a gift from
Exactly. So
me.
it will be easy then to just install N8N and then to just
Yeah.
open the workflow on the system and people can use it directly.
Control C, Control P, you will get to this, and you will not pay thousands of. I really don't understand thousands of euro just to get vigilance data, which is accessible just with this tool
For free, yeah.
For free, yeah. So the first node will get the information. The second node here, I click. You see my screen, the information. Yeah. The second node, I will just get the product code, data frame, and data information, and to clean up and to delete this this data that I don't need. Then there is here the code. It's a little bit advanced. This is why I told you it's a little bit advanced here. I started coding, but as we said, always we ask AI to help us. Even if you are not experienced, we just tell him, hey, ChatGPT, or hey, Gemini, I'm using N8N, and I would like to do this. What should I do? This is very important. And this is the code I will share with you. So no worries, you will get it. So this code, what it do, in fact, in N8N, there is two types. We can use what we call HTTP request. It's a node, but here there is some pagination, and the pagination didn't work as I wanted. So I just coded it. It's more simple for me than just tweaking with HTTP request node. So this node will just get the product code, the information, product code, the year, and the period, and then it will construct the link, the HTTP request, the link that we sent to OpenFDA that I showed you, and get the information from OpenFDA. Try to make it in JSON format. JSON is a format that we use in informatics and coding, and then export it as a whole JSON, and this code will get the information from the first node and make it in a table that will be read and can be transformed to CSV file. As I told you, it's simple, but if you are not experienced, don't hesitate to just get in touch with me. I will help you to implement like this workflows or other. I have hundreds of workflows that I create for me. So just feel free to ask. So this node, it will convert the file from JSON format to a CSV. So it's a convert file. And here, double click. It takes this JSON format, all this information, and convert it to CSV. And here we can click download. And the information will be downloaded. And I will open with you the file. Okay, it's downloaded. CSV file. Okay, I'm opening the file. Perfect. Convert, and I will share with you this file. So stop sharing, click on share screen, window, Excel CSV file, and normally you are seeing my file now.
Exactly.
And this is the file with all the 3000-ish information. As you can see, 3259 information. To make it easy to read, Control A, Control A, insert table, yes. And here you can see all the information are corrected, and you will get more information than just using the UI of Mode. And the most important part is here the type report, up, and you wrap it. You get more information, the type of report, and the most important thing, text summary, if you already worked with the FDA. And here you will have all the information. So here you have the description of all the events as you exported from Mode FDA, but just in one query, you get all the 3000 without losing
The
time.
most important thing here is that, yeah, we had a long description to explain to you how it's working, but you, by just clicking on one button, just giving 3 details, you have then a full file that contains everything in few seconds, less than 1 minute, and you have then everything that you can work on, which is mainly the advantage of this kind of methodology. And it's why we are saying that this work is like a labor work, if I can say, where it takes you a lot of time to go. And as you mentioned, if you have to use the Mode database query, you have to guess what will be the period that you will have to select to make it like 500, etc. And here you don't have to think about that. You just click on the button, you have everything, and it's ready. As you mentioned, free of charge. You can just click on
The
this.
best thing, free of charge, no thousands of
Exactly.
you. Just
And also, it's not just a question of money, it's also a question of time that you are not losing and get frustrated yourself by trying to do this job. It's oh, it's easy because I suppose each time the people or ask you to do it, it's like, oh, again, I have to do this kind of thing. It will take me a full morning or a full day just to structure everything, have everything here. But just one click, you have everything, you have a table, and you can directly use it. I mean, you will be the star of the office if you are starting to
exactly.
do that.
And here there is no AI here. So
Yeah,
here
exactly.
we
There is
didn't
no
use
AI.
any
Exactly.
AI.
Yeah. It's just
But
collecting things that we are not talking
yeah.
about AI at all.
But if you would like to include AI, which is good here, you can just click on AI agent and AI agent here, and you can add your AI here. You give him the information, and you can even ask him to summarize as we say, the text summarize it. Instead of reading a whole paragraph, you will read just two lines or 3 lines. This is, I have it, it's more advanced. And also I have a human in the loop, very more complex workflow. So I just shared with you simple workflow that works for you, just simple. But if you'd like more complex workflow, just contact me, and I can share with you the informations and how I do it. So instead of paying thousands, or also, as Monir said, wasting your time doing repetitive work, just copy paste this, get your N free of charge, and thanks me, and thanks Monir for
Exactly.
this opportunity.
So this is also the thing that is important. It's why really we are really trying to make this episode is to open you some perspective in terms of AI or those kind of tools that are existing. Because I mean, maybe as I said, if you need some help, you can call Hatem. I think he will help you. But you can also be curious, and this will open a first step for you to enter in that. And if you are curious, you start to learn, and create by yourself for your company also the workflows that you need specifically for the job that you want them to be done. And as I said, look at repetitive works that you are always doing and try to find a way to make it easier for your team and yourself instead of mainly, maybe putting some frustration. Just one thing, Atem, because when we prepared this episode, you talked to me about an anecdote also about those APIs. So can we say that to the audience because it was a bit
When I
funny, just
started,
also to make a warning and be careful of what they are doing.
when I start playing with these tools, I get really excited. I make really complex workflows. I tested. I even hundreds of hours playing with that. And one of my workflows, I use what we call Azure OpenAI. It's because we are using some AI, so the information will be requested to GPT, for example, model. But what OpenAI did, you have, for example, everyone using Teams. So what they did, they get the LLM GPT and put it on Azure without any connection with OpenAI. So if you are using Teams, all your information are already on Microsoft. So it reduces the problem of confidentialities because you are already using Teams. All your information are known by Microsoft.
Exactly.
So I use Azure OpenAI, which is, as I explained, used for companies and to reduce the problem of confidentialities. So I was playing with that, and I made a complex workflow for really more deep search like this, and with loops. If you don't know what is loops, it's you tell him don't stop if you don't
Until
get the results, and he will do and create a lot of information, a lot of token, because we are speaking about tokens conception using the API, and I did it, and I don't know how it went into what we call infinite loop, and it started looping for more than 3 days, and then I got a mail from OpenAI, hey, be careful, you are spending a lot of money on your Azure OpenAI API, and said how I spend, and I get 600 ish, and then 700 euro. So I was. I think this is a scammer who is trying to scam me. So I will not answer it. The first day, the second day, another mail. I mean, this is looks legit. So I have to check it. I open my other account. I go to billing. I found 700 euro. 700 euro. I went back. I stopped everything. I go back, and wow, it was one of my workflows that was really consumption token. So that's why it's very important. Always set limits and alerts. This I didn't know before, but it's
because you are consuming API is also like you consume, you pay what you consume, so pay per
exactly
token, if I can say. So if
pay
you
as
consume
you
more token, then you
as
pay
as
those
you
tokens.
want.
If you don't use tokens, so they pay zero, but many it's
Exactly.
that. So it's why the answer is like you are not paying per month, you are paying per token. So it
Very
means
user. Yeah.
it can go far if you are having an infinite loop that is just consuming without really stopping. But be careful if you are using those things. Yeah, if you have you are not specialized in coding and you are coding an infinite loop by mistake, so it can happen also. So set up some limits, as Hatem mentioned of that. And when you talk
Always,
about confidentiality, we talked about Microsoft getting all their data. If I want to avoid that, can I put it myself on my server in my company, or should I really rely only on those cloud-based
yeah.
servers?
Just one sentence for the looping
API?
API. Just one thing that I learned: always set limits and alerts. This is the most important thing in OpenAI, and also in the usage of your on your Azure Microsoft or OpenAI, and always test with a few examples before running large loops. This is very important. So if you are experimenting, be careful, or work with someone who already know the systems. It's also very important to get you. You will really learn fast and do not have to spend a lot of time learning what others just spend hundreds of hours doing it.
Yeah,
So let's go.
don't stop just because of mistake. Just
Exactly. Yeah.
restart again, but ask from support for support. Yeah.
Yeah. And we are here. I have a mentality of open source. Always, I try to use open source and to give, because the most important thing we make a life with what we earn, but we make a living but what we earn, but we make a life but what we give.
Exactly.
And when you give, you will get the
The
output.
reward.
Yeah, always. So to go back to your question about if it's possible to use local LLMs, yes, 100%. There is open sources LLM like Mistral or Olama from Facebook, but the problem here is it depends on the what we called parameters of the LLMs. There is 7 parameters. There is 420 parameters. There's 37, 35. It depends. The parameter is how big the LLM
Yeah.
and how much you have to have GPUs locally on your machines. Here, I have my home lab and I have my own setup. It's a little bit expensive, but I think I love what I'm doing, so I put the amount needed for that. But if you are also a manufacturer, you can do it. It's you can use it, and to get the information, you can even use small models, and you have just some couple of GPUs, and you will have 100% everything locally. OLAMA and even chatting. That is what we call open chat. You install on your home lab or your enterprise lab or enterprise server a chat UI like ChatGPT, and you just plug in Olama and you will use it. You will get information. It's not bad at all. You get the results, and especially if you'd like summarize or doing simple things, it works. It really works very good. Not as good as others, but it works. You get the job done for you.
Exactly, yeah. So because when we talk about that, even for doing it locally, I suppose, yeah, you mentioned you have to have some maybe infrastructure, servers, GPU, etc. So hiring somebody that knows about that is helping you to implement that quickly, I suppose.
Yes, 100%. So it depends on your priorities. If you are a geek and you'd like to learn, you can learn, and nothing in life is difficult. You just have to put the time and the effort to get it. If you'd like to go to fast, you can just ask anybody who knows this, and he will help you to go fast and also secure.
Exactly, yeah. Because yeah, it will cost some money also, it will cost something.
Yeah.
But if you are a company that really wants to keep confidentiality and really wants to use AI for internally, I think this is also a great option for that. And as you mentioned, Atem, so you are able also, if somebody are really needing to implement that or help, you can help also as a consultant to help also to implement those kind of things.
100%, yes. I can help them implement these tools, especially workflows and also the infrastructure. But as I told you, this is the middle step, but there is a more experienced step what I'm doing, creating SaaS and platforms and also my own tools. This is more advanced and 100% local and coding without not low code like N or other tools. But yeah, if they are looking to reduce the repetitive work with workflows, I already have more than 100 workflow that I use in every day, 100% production ready. So they just call me and we will see how I can help them.
Great. So don't hesitate to call Atem. He will be your savior if you have too much repetitive tasks. Because many, as we said, these are tools. Don't just take this as a hobby or something that will be just a trend. No, this is really something that will, I suppose, come really in the future with a lot of new features, new advantages, new skills, new things. So you have to learn about that so that you can also increase the level of your company and increase the possibility of your company to maybe have a better outcome out of it. And you have then to learn about that. Okay, so Atem, it was really a pleasure. Thank you again for all
Thank
your
you.
demonstration with all the screens. I
That's,
said
yeah.
this is maybe something that I hope will help, and we'll put all the links on the show notes also.
Yeah. Just one word. We have a community called Clinical Evaluation Navigator Community.
Yeah,
We always talk about that. It's specialized on medical device for clinical evaluation. And also there is spaces for all the information. We share the gems like this one, workflows, how we automate, what are the best AI tools. If you have also question on clinical evaluation, as I'm the first, before being workflow doing workflows on end. I'm a medical doctor and a clinical evaluation expert. So we always ask question, answer, and we do every week a weekly call. So just join us.
So give us also the link for that, and then we'll
Okay.
put that also on the show notes so that people can join that. And yeah, I suppose you'll get also a lot of things from Hatem if you are also following him on LinkedIn, because he has also a lot of gems also related to clinical aspect and clinical things. So you're making also videos. I saw also about that. So don't hesitate also to follow him on LinkedIn for that. So Hatem, it was really a pleasure. Thank you very
Thank you.
much, and I wish
Thank
you
you,
a
Monir.
nice.
Thank you. See you. Bye bye.